Hi friends, and welcome back to Wordly Wise Book 5. I'm Teacher Ulrich, and today we'll finish Lesson 3. Are you ready for it? Excellent. So for today's lesson, you will need Test 3. It's Day 5. So make sure you have Lesson 3's test ready. Great. Let's begin by writing our names. And today's date. Wonderful. Now let's read the instructions. Find an antonym for each bold word. Then fill in the circle next to your answer. Do you know what an antonym is? An antonym is the word with an opposite meaning. Synonym is a word with the same or similar meaning. So let's find the words with opposite meanings. Question 1. You may be surprised to learn that many of the large dinosaurs were not carnivores, said Professor Huang. So, which word is the antonym for carnivores? Is it A, plant eaters, B, mammals, C, giants, or D, swimmers? What's the antonym for carnivores? It's A, plant eaters. The word for that is herbivores. Number 2. That little dog has a ferocious bark. Let's find the antonym for ferocious. Is it A, noisy, B, fierce, C, mild-mannered, or D, amusing? Amusing means funny. So what's the antonym for ferocious? C, mild-mannered. Great. Next, number 3. The statue they're building downtown will be gigantic when it is finished. So what's the antonym of gigantic? Is it A, enormous, B, tiny, C, bland, or D, crude? Antonym for gigantic is B, tiny. Number 4. Some of Miss Frankenthaler's paintings are very obscure. So what's the opposite or antonym of obscure? Is it A, playful, B, exciting, C, clear, or D, important? What's the antonym of obscure? C, clear. Number 5. Their decision to move to Barcelona was premature. What's the antonym for premature? A, wise, B, childish, C, sound, or D, late? What's the antonym of premature? It's D, late. Remember, premature means before the proper time, early. Number 6. The organization's aim is to preserve the Great Barrier Reef. What's the antonym of preserve? Is it A, fence, B, destroy, C, protect, or D, forget? What's the antonym of preserve? B. Destroy is the opposite of preserve. Number 7. The last kitten in the litter was puny but playful. What's the antonym of puny? Is it A. Large, B. Quiet, C. Ugly, or D. Cranky? The antonym of puny is A. Large. Number 8. Field mice are the prey of owls and other large birds. What's the antonym of prey? A. Followers, B. Relatives, C. Hunters, or D. Pests? What's the opposite of prey? C. Hunters. Next. Question 9. The extra credit assignment was optional, but Malik chose to do it anyway. So what's the antonym of optional? Is it A. Required, B. Exciting, C. Simple, or D. Difficult? What's the opposite of optional? A. Required. Next, number 10. Visitors to Hawaii can tour extinct volcanoes. So what's the antonym of extinct? Is it A. Uninteresting, B. Dangerous, C. Unattractive, or D. Live? What's the opposite of, live? What's the opposite of extinct? It's live. Great. Next, choose the best way to complete each sentence or answer each question. Then, fill in the circle next to your answer. Great. So these are not about antonyms. We just need to find the right answer. Number 11. Which of the following is one of Mr. O'Brien's ancestors? So, is it A, his sister, B, his cousin, C, his great-grandmother, or D, his great-grandson? Which of the following is one of Mr. O'Brien's ancestors? C, his great-grandmother. 12. To comprehend a poem is to A. Write it, B. Understand it, C. Discuss it thoroughly, or D. Recite it. To comprehend a poem is to B. Understand it. 13. A few were injured, but every passenger survived the accident. This means that A. Everyone was surprised by the accident, B. No one was killed, C. Many people were at fault, or D. Everyone was seriously hurt. A few were injured, but every passenger survived the accident. This means that B. No one was killed. Great. Next, number 14. The man in front of me in the movie theater obscured the screen. This means that the man, A. made it difficult for me to see the movie, B. ran the theater's projector, C. sat in the very first row, D. complained that the movie was out of focus. The man in front of me in the movie theater obscured the screen. This means that the man A. Made it difficult for me to see the movie. Wonderful. 15. George and I salsa danced for the duration of the party. This means that we A. Gave dancing lessons to the guests at the party. B. Performed for the guests at the party. C. Danced only at the beginning of the party. Or D. Danced from the beginning to the end of the party. George and I salsa danced for the duration of the party. This means that we D. Danced from the beginning to the end of the party. 16. Dodo birds and woolly mammoths are extinct. This means that these animals A. Are amusing to look at. B. Are hard to find. C. No longer exist. D. Are related to one another. Dodo birds and woolly mammoths are extinct. This means that these animals C. No longer exist. Number 17. The main purpose of a comprehension exam is to test A. Your ability to write. B. Your ability to multiply and divide. C. Your ability to understand something. Or D. Your ability to speak another language. The main purpose of a comprehension exam is to test C. Your ability to understand something. Number 18. It is unfair for advertisers of car alarm systems to prey upon people's fears. It is unfair for advertisers to A. Break into people's cars. B. Trick people into buying car alarm systems. Or C. Talk people into entering the advertising business. Or D. Give car alarm systems away for free. It is unfair for advertisers of car alarm systems to prey upon people's fears. It is unfair for advertisers to B. Trick people into buying car alarm systems. Great. 19. In the fog, the road signs were obscure. This means that the signs were A. Hard to read. B. Too bright. C. Wet and slippery. D. Too far apart. In the fog, the road signs were obscure. This means that the signs were what? A. Hard to read. 20. What is someone most likely to think about the survivor of a plane crash? A. He is a great pilot. B. His family must miss him. C. He is lucky to be alive. D. His book is very interesting. What is someone most likely to think about the survivor of a plane crash? C. He is lucky to be alive. Great. Number 21. One way to preserve strawberries is to A. Eat them. B. Make them into jam. C. throw them away, or D, pick them up? One way to preserve strawberries is to B, make them into jam. That's the correct answer. 22. My sugar cookies seemed like a puny contribution to the bake sale, but they helped earn over $15. What does puny mean in this sentence? A, moist and delicious. B, very generous. C, very small. D, completely tasteless. My sugar cookies seemed like a puny contribution to the bake sale, but they helped earn over $15. What does puny mean in this sentence? C, very small. Question 23. It is easy to become prey to dishonest people on the internet. In this sentence, prey means A, useful. B, useless. C, angry. Or D, victim. It is easy to become prey to dishonest people on the internet. In this sentence, prey means D, victim. Wonderful. Next, question 24. Which of the following would a carnivorous animal prefer to eat? A, grass. B, leaves and branches. C, wild fruit. Or D, meat. Which of the following would a carnivorous animal prefer to eat? It's D. 25. The field guide said today's turtles are actually very small to their ancestors. What did she mean? A, turtles are like other creatures that live both on land and in the water. B, turtles are like other animals that share their environment. C, turtles have not changed much in a very long time. Or D, turtles blend into the features of their environment. The field guide said, today's turtles are actually very similar to their ancestors. Similar to their ancestors. What did she mean? C, turtles have not changed much in a very long time. Question 26. To be given an option is to be A, told to do a certain thing. B, allowed to make a choice. C, given a punishment. D, told what someone else thinks or feels. To be given an option is to be B, allowed to make a choice. Question 27. Birds prey upon insects and spiders. This means that birds A, hunt and eat insects and spiders. B, depend on insects and spiders for help. C, use insects and spiders in many ways. Or D, protect insects and spiders. Birds prey upon insects and spiders. This means that birds A, hunt and eat insects and spiders. Great. Question 28. Thomas hoped that his rose bushes would survive the harsh winter. He wanted his rose bushes to A. Get smaller throughout the winter, B. Lose their thorns throughout the winter, C. Remain alive throughout the winter, or D. Attract bees throughout the winter. Thomas hoped that his rose bushes would survive the harsh winter. He wanted his rose bushes to C. Remain alive throughout the winter. Question 29. No one in town was quite prepared for the ferocity of the tornado. Which of the following is probably true about the tornado? A. It passed very quickly. B. It did not affect the town. C. It created a lot of damage. Or D. It was predicted far in advance. No one in town was quite prepared for the ferocity of the tornado. Which of the following is probably true about the tornado? C. It created a lot of damage. Number 30. Though no one believed him, it was evident to Galileo, that's his name, that Earth was round. What does evident mean in this sentence? A. Hard to prove. B. Likely to be untrue. C. Humorous. Or D. Obvious. D. Obvious. So although no one believed him, it was evident to Galileo that Earth was round. What does evident mean in this sentence? It's D. Obvious. Great. Friends, we have finished our test questions. So today we answered all 30 questions from test 3. Make sure you got these correct answers. You won't find them in your answer sheet. If you got all the answers correct, wow, well done. That's very impressive. If you missed a few, that's still okay. You can just practice a bit more. Never stop practicing, friends. Just remember. Thank you so much and good job for joining me and finishing lesson 3. Now it's on to the next one. I'll see you again for lesson 4. Bye, friends. Take care. Bye.